Hey guys, so I'm back and I'm a week late, but that's okay. And I thought I would do a book haul for you guys because I haven't done one before and I bought a lot of books in September. So this book haul is going to be broken down into 3 different categories, and they are going to be books I bought to finish out some series, and books that were given to me by friends and family. So we're gonna get right into it here in a second. So we're gonna start out with books I bought, and the first book is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I bought this book because I saw a lot of hype about it and I thought it looked really interesting, and I'm super glad I bought it. So I know that a lot of you have probably heard about this book, but if you haven't, it's about 2 boys and they get the death cast, which is basically they get a call saying, hey, sometime in the next 24 hours you're gonna die. And they both kind of just live out their day, and it's really sad, and you think you're really prepared for it, especially because the title is They Both Die at the End, and then it gets to the end and you are not prepared for it at all. And I cried a lot at this book. The second book I bought is Nevernight, and it is the first book in the Nevernight Chronicles by Jay Kristoff. And I also bought this one because I saw a lot of hype about it, but also because the second one was coming out soon. I only bought the first book when I bought this one because the second one was only in hardback, and it really bothers me when I have a softback and a hardback, so I will be waiting until that one comes out in softback before I buy it, although that doesn't mean I won't read it before then. I really don't know what this book is about, so I can't explain it. I'm kind of going in blind. I believe there's something to do with assassins, but I don't know. I could be wrong. The third book I bought is The Leaving by Tara Altebrando, and I've been looking at this book for a really long time, so I'm really glad I finally picked it up. So it is about these 6 teenagers, and they were kidnapped as kindergartners, and then one night they all come back and they have no idea where they've been and they don't know what's happening. And it's a really good mystery book, and it's honestly the first mystery book that I've read in a long time that's actually been a mystery. I got most of the way through this book before I was able to kind of piece it together, which was really nice because I hate when I read 2 chapters and then suddenly I know the entire plot. So I recommend this book. The fourth book I bought is Wicked Like a Wildfire by Lana Popovich. I think that's right. Sorry if I butchered their name. I bought this book honestly because the cover is really pretty, but I also saw a couple people giving it a little bit of hype, so I bought it. I believe it's about magic. The 2 girls in this book, they're twins and they have magic, and they were told don't tell anybody that you have magic and definitely don't fall in love. But after that I have no idea what this is about because I haven't read it yet. The cover's really pretty and it's soft and I like the texture of it, but I can't tell you if I like it or not because I haven't read it yet. So now we're moving into the books that I bought to finish out series, and I bought the last 3 books in the Heroes of Olympus series. I own the first 2 books and I've owned them for I think right after they came out, but I never got around to reading them, and so I finally bought the last 3 because they were on sale, and so I was like, yes, this is good. But I bought them from different vendors, and this one, the third one, The Mark of Athena, is a hardback, which is great because I wanted a hardback, except for it doesn't have a dust cover, and it is just printed directly onto the book, which is not something you see very often. But the other 2, actually the other 4, because I own the first 2 as well, all have a dust cover, and so I don't know why this one came like this, but it kind of bothers me, and I might be returning it for the regular one. The next 2 books I bought are number 6 and 7 in the series of Unfortunate Events books. I own the first 5. They were given to me a long time ago, but I never owned all of the other ones. I've read most of them. I think I haven't read 12 and 13, but it really bothered me that I only had the first half of the series, so I am slowly buying the rest of it. Alright, so this is going to be the start of the section in which I talk about books that were given to me. And there's only one, and technically it was given to me in August, but it was the very end of August, so I'm counting it as September. So the book that was given to me is Saving Red by Sonia Sones? I don't know, maybe that's right. I don't know. basically what this book is about. There's this girl and she sees a homeless girl out in town and she kind of just wants to help her. I haven't read this all the way yet, but it is completely written in verse, and so it's a very quick read, and so I kind of just read it while I'm in between things. So I haven't finished it yet, but it is very good so far. I've never read anything that's been completely in verse, so that's kind of nice. It also deals with mental illness of a couple different sorts, so you know, I'm gonna go with it's a good book so far. That's it for my book haul, and I'm pretty sure I said that it was a pretty big book haul. It's not huge, although it's pretty big for me because I buy all my books and generally I buy them new because I'm kind of a snob about used books. So that was a lot for me. But if you've read any of the books that I've talked about, comment below, let me know how you liked them. Try not to spoil them for me, although I've read most of the books. If I haven't read them, I think I told you I hadn't read them. But that was it for my book haul, so I guess I'll see you next week, or maybe later on this week since I missed last week.